promised you Mitch Fossier, and we have now got Mitch Fossier. He has signed a new contract to return to the Panthers for the 25-26 campaign. He's now a BBC introducing star. He's also an ice hockey player too. Mitch, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. I've got to start by asking, how's the break been? How's the summer been for you?
It's been a lot of fun. It's good to be back home and seeing family, seeing friends, and obviously, I get to play a little bit of music during this time, so that's always fun. At the same time, pretty excited to get back over to Nottingham and get the season going.
Is that what you typically do during the summer months? I mean, how long have you been making music for?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty typical of sort of the way it's been for the last handful of years. But I don't know. I started playing music when I was younger, and then I probably got more into the recording process and kind of learning about that when I was maybe 14 or 15, and have just, slowly kind of fallen more in love with that process over the years. So, yeah, I've been doing it for a bit now.
Is this something you're potentially thinking about for after your ice hockey days?
I mean, I suppose in a perfect world, that'd be great. I don't know how realistic that is. I mean, I think it takes a little bit of luck, but I mean, in a perfect world, that would be the dream for sure.
And I absolutely love the fact now you've been obviously on In the Game before. You've been on BBC Radio Nottingham as part of a sports show before, but then you were part of a BBC introducing show, and then also your song was played as a BBC introducing track on Breakfast this morning, for example. It's got to be nice to be spreading your wings across the station. Yeah,
no, it's really cool. I've been being filled in by some of the media team over there in Nottingham, and they've been letting me know. So it's super cool to hear, and really grateful for it.
Is there anyone else in the team that you could potentially do a collab with when you all get back?
I don't know. I'll have to send out some feelers when I get back.
Yeah, that's it. Send them out and see what's there. Now, I've got to mention, obviously, you signed a new contract to return for the campaign. Was there ever any doubt that you wanted to come back?
I think at the time, I was just making sure that, it was, I mean, if I was going to play, it was definitely coming back to Nottingham. So I was just making sure, wanted to talk it over with my family. But, I mean, I always think that was kind of what the plan was just sort of making sure I was covering my bases, I suppose. So I had such an incredible experience last year, such an incredible fan base, incredible club, from the top down. So had so much fun, and yeah, it was a pretty easy decision to come back at the end of the day.
You mentioned the club and the fans. Well, everyone absolutely loved you being there last year. I mean, you had a standout year. You came in November. You led the team in scoring with, was it 52 points in 40 regular season matches? You added 2 goals and 2 assists in the Challenge Cup. And then let's talk about that postseason campaign, because you were pivotal in the Panthers winning that playoff championship. But what was that like to be a part of?
Oh, it was so much fun. Just the way the playoffs are structured in this league, like the final weekends where all the fan bases are in Nottingham, and just the way it's kind of like, different, like it's sectioned off fan base by fan base. It creates this really cool atmosphere. So it was so special to win. It was so cool to see too, just how much it meant to the city and people in the organization that have been there for so long to bring back some hardware. Like it was just, it was really cool. And yeah, I felt so fortunate to be a part of it. And hoping we can do it again next year.
And it was the perfect way to end the season, because I guess until 3-4 weeks before that playoff weekend, even 2 weeks, in fact, no, about 4 or 5 weeks, there was the opportunity for potentially winning that treble. And obviously it was great to actually get the playoffs and get that over the line, but you've got to be looking to maybe one up that next year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we have high expectations for ourselves, and you're right. I mean, we were in the running for the league title as well, and it came down to the wire. So, it's easy to look back on a full season and think about a few games that maybe you dropped that you shouldn't have. But I mean, I think that's the nature of it over the course of the season. You're not going to have a perfect season, but it definitely made me appreciate just how important every game is, because it can come down to the wire like it did. And I mean, going to that final weekend, it could have been us, Sheffield, or Belfast that took it home. So obviously we've got our eyes set on that trophy this season. And I'm really excited to get going. I think, just talking with Omar and some of the other staff, knowing the guys that we have come back and some of the other pieces that we have coming in, I'm really excited for the potential of what we could do.
How does it feel coming back this year? Because obviously when you came in November, you were coming to the Panthers. Now you're coming back. You're familiar with the city. You know what to expect, and you know what the next 8, 9, 10 months are going to be like. It's a sporting city. Everyone's going to be watching all the sports. It's got to be really exciting to think what's on the horizon.
Yeah, it really is. It's funny how, obviously I'm leaving home and going across the ocean to come over there, but it in like a big way, it really does feel like I'm coming to a second home. So I'm excited. There's definitely some comfort knowing, the situation that you're going into, knowing the coaching staff, knowing the training staff, knowing, half the team. Obviously we'll have new faces, but it definitely makes the process a little easier. And I think too, with that, I'm able and, all the returning players are able to sort of, take on some of the weight of expectations and setting the standard for, what we plan to do. So, I'm really excited to come back. I mean, just being in Nottingham, especially in the summer, is going to be a treat. So I'm really looking forward to it.
And I've just got to finally ask, is there anything you've missed whilst being away? You've gone back home. Is there anything specifically you may have missed from Nottingham? I don't know, maybe the accent, some food or anything like that?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, honestly, both of those, but it's funny, like even the grocery stores are like different. There's definitely some like dumb things I'm like excited to get at the grocery store. So yeah, I'm making a trip right when I get there, get some yummy food, and it'll be good.
Great. Well, look, it's going to be brilliant to see you when you get back over it. Enjoy what's left of your summer holiday, and we'll see you when you're ready for the season.